Maayong buntag po. Ay, magandang umaga. Good morning, everyone. So, as I said earlier, it's a blessing to be here and see the faith of the people. I heard that most of you are earlier than the mosquitoes. Maaga pa daw may salamok. Yung iba rito, alas-dos pa na madaling araw. And it's good to see the growing faith of the people. Natutuwa po ako. And most especially, I think the Lord is more pleased than me in seeing you all in the church. And I'm hoping you're not here not only to be healed. Minsan, sad na ang mga tao nagsisimba lang dahil may sakit. At minsan, ipinagpapasalamat ko na rin yan sa Diyos. Sabi ko, God, salamat po, nagkasakit ang mga tao. Ngayon, nasa simbahan na silang lahat. Kung hindi pa minsan magkakasakit, hindi maka-aala-ala ang Diyos. But this God is so understanding and loving, and He never disappoints His people. Yesterday, we were in Malaybalay. Literally, pinagaling na naman ni Kristo ang halos lahat ng umaten doon. Bulag, bini, lumpo, yung bata na was born paralyzed with cerebral palsy, never learned how to walk, naglakad po ang bata kahapon. Palakpakan natin ang Diyos. At maraming bingi na nakarinig, maraming halos lahat ng babae na may goiter na wala po yung lump sa throat. 100% na may goiter. And 100% na may cysts and mass in their breast disappear. 100%. In this particular scenario, I can attest to you that it's not me that heals. I cannot heal. I am not a healer, and that I have no power to heal. What God gave me is the opportunity to proclaim the truth about this God. That God heals, not for you just to be healed, but for us to be saved. What is important to our God is not your personal healing. What is the personal healing is being used by God for your salvation and for our salvation. Ginagamit lamang po ng Diyos ang inyong mga sakit upang tayo maligtas. Like what Jesus said again and again, I came here not to condemn the world, but to save the world. Kasi po sa panahon natin ngayon, it seems that people can no longer relate on the word salvation. Kay Hoda, masave ka o hindi. But in terms of healing, gusto lahat ng tao ma-heal sa kanilang sakit. Gagawin ang lahat. You will travel from far and wide distance places and attend to this service or services to be healed. But my role is kung paano kayo ma-heal. At kung ano ba ang agenda ng Diyos, why God uses me. What is in His mind of using me. I received this gift, I was so young. I was 16 years old. I will never forget this because it was a turning point of my life. For the university students who can relate to this, I was just graduated from high school, and I was a dreamer. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a scientist. So I registered in one of the universities in Manila. And then, I went to church to thank God for graduating for high school. That was my biggest accomplishment in life. Makagraduate ng high school. And all of a sudden, my way out, I encountered this woman who was paralyzed. Sa awa ko, out of pity, I approached her and I asked her, she wants me to pray with you. Gusto mo bang ipag-pray kita? And she nodded her head. When I prayed with her, it was not my intentions and I had no clue whatsoever, that she will walk. Pinray ko lang po siya so that I can console her in her pitiful state. And I closed my eyes and I prayed, Our Father, Hail Mary, and glory be to the Father. Alam niyo po ba yung lumpo ng 40 years, tumayo at naglakad? That was the beginning. And it became problematic because I freaked out. I cannot accept this gift. It took me another 20 years. I became a chemical engineer. I graduated from university. I worked in an oil company. At abroad po ako. Travel the world. Then, ayaw ko ng gift na ito. And then the calling to the priesthood was so strong. And then my spiritual director told me, Fernando, that gift is not for you. That's for the people. Gamitin mo yan para sa iba. And that's convinced me. So, 20 years after the great manifestation, ako po ay nag-oo kay Lord. Okay, I will use this. So I was ordained in Canada, 2002, and I was assigned in one of the churches in Toronto, and then I started celebrating the Mass. And then when I started celebrating the Mass, miracles and healings started to happen. Yung mga bulag nakakita, lumpo nakalakad, may cancer kumaling, it's every day. And this is where I realized, my God, totoo pala ang nasa Biblia. Ang Diyos pala nagpapagaling. And then pinabalik ko ako ng Diyos sa Pilipinas. 2 years ago, nandito na po ako dahil mahal na mahal tayo ng Diyos. And why the Philippines? And why me? Dahil marami na pong mga Pilipino ang nawawala. And then I started to evaluate. I started to look closer. What is happening in the Philippines? The only Catholic country in Asia. And yet we are the most corrupt. Tayo ang pinakasinungaling. We are good and ruining the nature. Why? And we are religious. We are highly sacramentalized. The problem with us is we are not evangelized. Why we are not evangelized? Bakit tayo mga Pilipino mahilig namang sumimba? And this is where I realize na ang mga Pilipino hindi marunong makinig. Pag nasa simbahan, inaantok. Pag nasa simbahan, wala naman ang puso at diwa sa simbahan, tinatamad. Pag nasa simbahan, doong kwentuhan ng kwentuhan, we are not involved. Wala tayong pakundangan and we are not involved in our church. Tingnan mo ang this is my test to all of you. Pumunta kayo ng simbahan ng Katoliko, tingnan ninyo ang ilalim ng upuan, puro bubble gum. It is sacrilege. Pumunta kayo sa simbahan ng Katoliko, all dilapidated, ang nakalagay sa kaliwa, bawal umihi. Ang nakalagay sa kanan, bawal magtapo ng basura. We have this kind of faith and yet we are not practicing it. Why? Even I myself was disillusioned. Nung una po ako nag-convert sa Catholic, ibig ko pong sabihin, dati hindi naman ako nagsisimba-simba. And yun nga, God revealed Himself to me. Nung una, hindi na po ako nagsisimba. Ako po ay nadismaya. Dahil po itong mga manang sa simbahan ay napakasusungit at napakatatapang. So instead na ang tawag ko sa kanila ay manang, ang tawag ko sa kanila ay manananggal. They are monster to me. Why? Because they are in the church and they are